From Guy Code, and you're listening to WICR.
Welcome back to WICR, guys. Chelsea Troublemaker Taylor Harris here. Radio Rabbi Yala, Puerto Rican Thor, Pedro Rodriguez. What's Gucci? To close off our show today, let's do a TMZ roundup. Let's talk. Let's duke this out. Let's do this.
All right, so here in our Celeb News Roundup, let's do our first story, which has to do with Neo and Nelly Furtado, who are going to perform at the NBA All-Star Game this weekend. Yeah. Why? Because
she's Nelly Furtado still relevant?
She's gonna be relevant after this Sunday.
I like Neo because Neo's like a good Throwback Thursday, Throwback Thursday type thing, but
and she's not.
She is, but Neo was on the Khloe Kardashian Cocktails with Khloe last night.
Oh my God,
she's a little bit more relevant. I know, but I like Khloe, but whatever. Nah, keep going, sorry.
Okay, so apparently they'll be singing the U.S. and Canadian anthems. So that is how they'll be performing. They won't be performing their own music.
That makes sense.
Sting will be performing the halftime show.
Ooh.
I don't know how that makes sense in any form.
Yeah, Sting is classic. Neo's like the good 2000s, and so is Nelly, but Nelly Furtado.
Yeah, but Sting? Like, I don't understand.
Yeah.
Sting is not the audience of people who... Sting, he doesn't really play towards the audience of people who watch basketball. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely. They probably should have had someone like... Let's see. Besides you, Mario. So selfish. Hell selfish right now.
They've also announced... I'm sorry, were you saying something? No. Okay. They've also announced that Walk the Moon will be performing their new single, Work This Body, and Shut Up and Dance before the Slam Dunk contest on Saturday night.
That makes sense.
Yes.
They're still relevant. I hope they're not... I like Walk the Moon, so I really hope they're not a one-hit wonder type thing.
So,
you know?
Yeah, I see that the NBA was trying to be a bit diverse this year with their choices.
Dig it. Next.
All right, and next up we have a story on Will Smith, and he's saying that it's terrifying to raise kids who aren't afraid to express themselves.
Ooh,
yes.
That's juicy.
So this story is coming from ABC News.
Yeah.
So he's saying, yeah, I think it may have been a mistake. The concussion star joked during an interview Tuesday with a disc jockey on BBC Radio 1. He says, I think we may have gone too far. He got more serious when A. followed up with a question about how the dad handles jokes about his son Jaden, who's modeling women's clothes for Louis Vuitton.
What?
Yes. He says, there's a really powerful internal quality as an artist that as parents we encourage. Smith responded, you got to get on the edge. You have to try things. You have to be comfortable doing things that people don't agree with. And you have to be comfortable doing things that you could fail. And Jaden is 100% fearless.
He is 100%
He will do anything, he continued. So as a parent, it's scary. It's really terrifying. But he is completely willing to live and die by his own artistic decisions, and he just doesn't concern himself with what people think.
That's super respectful. Honestly, that is admirable, because he's doing what he wants when he wants. He could. He's Jaden Smith. You know? Yeah, it sucks that his father, it says it's hard, but you know what? They love each other. They're a good family. I like the Smiths. We'll play Wild 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 with
I mean, I think it's great that he's allowing him to express themselves. You know, it definitely is hard in the society that we live in, where, you know, expressing yourselves how you want to and just, you know, living how you want to. If you're not living by how society wants you to live, you won't be accepted, even though society has progressed somewhat.
I agree.
Good for him. Shout out to Will Smith.
You go, Jaden Smith. You just go. It's great that they're behind him. One last story before we wrap up our show for the day.
All right, and our final story comes from ABC News, and it's on Teresa. Say her last name.
Giudice.
Teresa Giudice, and how she's talking about how she survived prison.
Yep, that's I was on last night.
Yes, so she's saying that living in prison. In prison, it was basically like living in hell.
True.
So on Tuesday night, she was talking to Andy Cohen on Watch What Happened Live.
Last night was part 2.
Yes, and she was saying that how she survived her 11.5-month prison sentence at the Federal Correction Institution in Danbury.
Yep, Danbury, Connecticut, up here.
So she says that she felt like she was dying. She said, in reality, that's how I felt.
Yep.
I was numb. I was going through the motions. When you first get there, they strip search you. You have to bend down, cough. I felt humiliated, she said, of her first days behind bars. There was urine stains and blood stains on the
her bed,
mattress. It was disgusting. The other girls helped me make my bed. I was exhausted, the reality star shared. Judice admitted that she lied when she told her husband, Joe, that prison was like a low-budget spa where she had time to work out every day.
She did, though. Last night on the show, I did watch part 2. I didn't watch part 1. I'm going to get my tush on that tomorrow. She lost 8 pounds. And she worked out to get her days, to get her mind off everything. She worked out 3 times a day at this point. So good for you, Teresa. And some people are making comments, especially the Real Housewives of New Jersey. Some of the cast members have made comments about it. Especially in particular, Lauren Manzo. That's the daughter of one of the big time the moms on there, Caroline. She said that Teresa's looking for sympathy. Yes, I see it. Do you see that? Oh, I see it a pinch, but. Everyone has to go to prison. You live and you learn,
I don't know if she's looking for sympathy. I think she's just trying to get herself back in the public eye so she can start making some money again.
Yes, because
I think that's what it is.
Yeah, because
that's why she's going on these interviews.
Yep, because she said last night too, because one of the audience members asked her, someone called in and asked her how her business is doing. DJ Khaled would not approve because they are not booming. So she said all of her businesses have gone to exploitative right here. So we'll see what happens. She has a new book released. It dropped this week. So good for you, Teresa. We talked about this on Tuesday. I love Teresa. Love the family. We wish them the best, especially with her husband Joe going to prison next month for doing his 48-month sentence. So that's it. I think that's for today. That's it for today, guys.
Yeah, that's all we have for your Celeb News Roundup.
So we'll be back next Thursday because next Monday we have next Tuesday is a Monday schedule, so we can see you guys in 1 week. Don't miss us out too much. Just watch all of our YouTube videos on WICR.com. The W picks, excuse me. Demerge is gonna come in for that. But the YouTube, look up WICR, Iona College Radio, Gale Nation. All of our YouTube videos are up there, and we're going to make a playlist of all the 2GAG videos. So check us out. Follow us on Instagram, WICR_Iona College Radio. Facebook us, WICR. Twitter, holy crap, follow all of us on Twitter. We're all on the WICR Twitter, so check us out. And we'll see you guys next week, all right?
All right, see you guys.
Bye, guys.